Yesterday's footage is completely lost. I did a bunch of testing with the Fusion, tried different pinion setups, couldn't make it work. Just 1800 kVs is not enough lag to allow the motor to operate in an optimal manner to keep the heat down, really. So what I've done is today I've swapped out to a Hobby Wing 1080, and on top of that I've also gone with a Holmes Hobby Trail Sport 21 turn motor, and yeah, we're just gonna give it a little test rip here and see how it goes. I've got my handy dandy flash point here, and I know that I'm in the dark because shenanigans happened, and that's that stat. So there we can see it's turning on. You probably can't see it, but I can. So 16.9 degrees. Tried to let the vehicle kind of acclimate to outside here. It's about -6 right now Celsius. I'm just going to take it for a rip over to the ye old good dirt pile and just do some front yard crawling. So I just have the lid off right now, just easier to check temps. So I'm just going to give her some full speed rips here. Yeah. See if we can get this motor nice and warmed up. I've had this Holmes Hobby sitting on the shelf for a while now. I think we did a group order back in the spring or possibly even last year. I tried it out in my SCX 10.2, and I was running 2S at the time, and I wasn't really all that impressed with it, and ended up going with something else. Actually, I don't even run my 10.2 anymore. It's in pieces. I've actually it's been Frankensteined out. Ever since I got the TRX4, this thing is just so much more fun. This platform is just I just enjoy this a lot more than the 10.2. Especially a lot more than the 10.3. I just think it's just a lot more capable. But again, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's entitled to them. That's just my opinion. TRX4 for the win. So yeah, let's just keep gutting this around here. See if we can get that motor temp up. Which I don't think we're going to. So just to mention, I've actually gone to a 12-tooth pinion instead of the stock 11-tooth on the traxx. And I know it's not that big of a difference, but it's a little bit more speed. And I'm hoping I can utilize the RPMs of the motor just a little bit more efficiently without creating too much heat. So one thing I didn't check was the stock temperature of the ESC, which I would assume, since it was sitting the same time coming from indoor to outdoor, probably be around the same 16 degrees that it was when I checked the motor. I think it's a safe assumption. So yeah, just going to keep running this guy for a bit, warm it up. I'm actually using the timer on the video to kind of give me an idea. I'm going to stop at about the 5-minute mark and check temps just to see how it's doing. Can't wait for there to be 5-foot snowbanks out here. I can just crawl along the snowbanks and make my own trails and get a shovel out and maybe dig some obstacles and put some flags out and see what happens. There's always a giant snowbank here. As you can see, there's a fire hydrant right there, and so the city has to come and actually, where I have the area shoveled there, the city actually has to come and clear that with the snow sheet. So they actually use this part right in front of my house here as a dumping ground for a lot of the snow, and that's going to make for some pretty sweet snow crawling, I think. I'm hoping, especially with these tracks. See if this works out. So about that Fusion, the tracks just create too much drag for the Fusion, and I don't want to wreck a Fusion motor during a break-in period of the tracks. I know that these oil-light bushings do self-lubricate, And it just takes a bit of a break-in time, but no break-in time is worth, a mortar, ESC, or an all-in-one combo. That's for sure. So let's just hope that this combo works out. I hope it does. I've had no use for this Holmes Hobby motor for like the last maybe year or so. Always have use for a 1080. One of my favorite ESCs. It's just so cheap and performs incredibly well. So a thing to note that I have no drag brake, no hill hold on set on this because it's traxx, you don't need it. So those are things that'll have to go when I go to put tires on. If I put tires on this rig, I probably will though, just to play with a sprung rig come springtime. My Defender's set up in full droop. It's a belly dragger. A lot of fun, a ton of flex. I really enjoy playing with that guy. That's probably been my favorite rig so far, is that Defender. Yeah, so this is working pretty good here. We're at the 5-minute mark. I'm gonna bring it back around over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so just need to take a little pause break here and grab the handy dandy temp gun. Let's see what the ground says. Ground is minus 4.6. Mortar, I don't know if you can see that, probably not, is 19.3 degrees Celsius. ESC is 9.5 degrees Celsius. So that's 5 minutes of running, and I haven't really let off the throttle. I'm going to say that this system in setup is a lot more successful overall than the Fusion has been. Definitely a lot better than the stock system. The stock system was burning up too. So that's good to note. All right, let's try crawling it. Spot over here, that's a little bit more of a challenge. Let's just see what she does. Oh man. Oh man. Yep. The end of the day, it's still a TRX4. Yes, sir. Yeah, just move everything out of your way. It's TRX4. There we go. Let's just bring her up and over. Get her to dump. Boom. There's a little pocket here to fall into. Yeah. Yeah, she still gets down. All right. Just had to put the camera down because car going by. I don't like putting license plates or people in videos that I'm going to be posting online. It's just, unless they're cool with it. A lot of my neighbors have come out and said hi while I've been ripping these cars. They ask a lot of questions. I usually just stop the recording or let them know I'm doing a YouTube video or I'm uploading this to Instagram or something. Sometimes they'll say, "Oh, please don't put me up there." And, that's cool. You got to respect their wishes. And sometimes I haven't met someone that's cool going on there. So if we have a neighbor that says, "Yeah, want to give a shout out to the rest of the world," I'll definitely throw them up there, no problem. Let's see here. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna run this for another minute. I know that this is just me driving an RC car and talking about stupid crap, and I could be talking out my butt. Who knows? But I'm just literally providing feedback on what I've done and how I've gotten this to work so far, and I'm quite impressed. Oh, another thing, I've ordered some fast eddy bearings for the traxx. A lot of guys are saying, "Hey, no, the bushings are there for a reason, man," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get that. I'm going to take the bushings out and I'm going to put them in things that the fast eddy bearings comes in, and if the bearings fail, well, I got bushings, I can go back. It's no problem. I just want to give them a shot, see how they go. Because these traxx create so much rolling resistance. So I just want to try them. If they fail, they fail. They're a little bit more maintenance. Just got to use some canned air to blow them out. Good to go. But other than that, got just under a minute to go here. Just want to keep this thing gunned. Trying to see if I can get that mortar temp up. just flying over that. Didn't even slow down. Like I said, I only have the lid off just so I can check the temps on the motor easier. Let's do it again. Yep. Just throw it right over there, no problem. Not a care in the world, just does it. These tracks are just like magnets, man. You can just do all kinds of silly things, and 9 times out of 10 it kind of works out for you. I've only rolled this thing once, and I was doing really dumb things and playing with the inclinometer just to see at what point it'll roll, and I can advise it's a really silly high angle before this thing comes over on itself. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that's 11 minutes now. Let's see how this goes here. And I know that a normal trail runs longer than 11 minutes, and it's going to take a minute for stuff to get hot, but I can advise that the fusion was overheating well behind this part. Well, it wasn't overheating, it was just getting really damn close to temp protect. So, turn on the heat gun. Look at something cool. I don't know if you can see it. 5.3 degrees on the ground. Minus 5.3 degrees on the ground. 20.4 degrees on the can. 9.9 degrees on the ESC. And battery for good measure. 12.9 degrees. So, I'm going to say this is a winning setup. Winning combo. I mean, I've run it for now 12 minutes, and it's doing what I would hope for it to do. Again, this is just going to be my snow basher. This isn't even for serious crawling or anything. This is just for having fun and shigs and gits, so to say. But, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this has been informative. I would have hoped it had been a lot more informative with the fusion footage that I lost yesterday, but crap happens. Them's the breaks. Have a great day, and see y'all later.